The phonetic transcription, remember what you have before the L. You have a glide, which is, sorry, not this, is it? It's this. You have a glide onto the velar L here. Right? The number 6, beard, and the transcription is that, beard. Number 7 is bear, right? And bear. This means naked, no? Bear, and this means the animal, and also the verb to carry, right? Okay. Number 8, tour. I want to transcribe this. There. And tour. Yeah. And number 9, allow. Stress. Right. And number 10, comb. O, M, and no B. We've lost the B in the history of English. Right? And is there a parallel development in English? MB becomes M, and eng plus a G in modern English is now eng. No? We don't say sing, we say singing. Although they do say sing in Liverpool, like the Beatles. The Beatles were singing a song. That's the Beatle accent, the Liverpool accent, which is rather velarized, back of the tongue raised. Singing a song. And what's happened to those? So we've got MB to M, and we've got NG to N. And what's happening to those is possibly happening to ND in modern English, because sometimes we omit the D in clusters. Singular friend, we tend to pronounce the D there, friend, but in the plural we don't. We say friends, my friends, there's no D. And so this is at an intermediate stage, and it may possibly follow suit, do the same thing as these. It's happened in the Scandinavian languages, like Danish. We say find. In Danish it's written F-I-N-D-E, but it's pronounced Finna, not Finda anymore. It happened in Catalan. Catalan N-D became N. Right? So it does happen in languages. It's very common in the history of language. And in Italian dialects, you'll probably find some dialects of Italian which have ND to N. I don't know, but it seems possible. Most languages have N, the alveolar nasal. And if they have the bilabial nasal M as a phoneme, they will also have N, but not vice versa. So a language may only have one nasal, it may only have an N, but it may also have an M, and sometimes an eng, as in English. In English we distinguish sin and sing, and thin and thing. But in some languages, eng is an allophone of N, as in Spanish. It occurs before velar consonants. So in English, we have N versus eng, like this. But in Spanish, you have an N phoneme with an N allophone and an eng allophone, like that. And this one occurs before K and G and the sound, the jota sound, which we represent with X, right? And that's typical of many languages. Right, and the other sounds, L, R, J, and W, what do we call those? Approximants, right? That's an umbrella term, what we call an umbrella term, grouping those together. They don't block the air very satisfactorily. The air escapes fairly freely, but the organs are close. The organs are in a position of close approximation. So we say y, but we don't say j in English, right? We have got a sound jet, but that's a constant. That's an affricate. Yeah, as the air escaping. These are approximates. L and R are impressionistically called sometimes liquids. She rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, a lying